Back to nature, forward to life. Scene 1, in the kitchen, daytime. A mother, Mrs. Dick, is at the stove cooking a meal in the kitchen with her husband and 2 children sat around a table waiting to be served. The father, Mr. Dick, is reading a newspaper on which the front page headline reads, "You might die from a virus you catch off a foreigner." There is a TV on, strangely with black and white consumerist adverts from the 50s. The mother is cooking a breakfast of exotic French cuisine.
Here I am, slaving over a hot stove again. Important things to do today. I've got a hair appointment with Vidor, followed by a nail appointment with, what's her name, Annabella. And then I've got a sack back and crack waxing session, all before you lot get back from school and from work. Oh, why doesn't this family appreciate me? Why don't they recognize my magnificence? What about me? What about my needs?
Oh, Mummy, we don't like the foreign stuff. It's dangerous. We want to. I can't believe it's not fruits and veg cereals. Please, Mummy!
No, we're having cuisine française. We've got, it's aubergine. It's avocado. And, oh, that's absolutely divine. It's truffle en croûte. Here you go, kids.
No, Mummy, no!
I should have been an actress. I should have been an actress and married a billionaire. I should. I've scarcely got a rag on my back because of you kids. Here I am, beautiful moi, living in a 5-bedroom house when my sister, my slut of a sister, has a mansion. And she's got servants, and she's got a yacht, and she's got horses. And another thing, I have only had 5 luxury holidays last year. You need to treat me better, Richard. You need to do more for me. Richard?
You have expensive taste, ma chérie. I work my bollocks off for this family. Being a top executive is very stressful, you know.
Yeah, well, I wish you had the ballons to sack those eco-commies at the factory. Imagine it, trying to set up a community garden on prime real estate that could be providing luxury apartments for special people like my family, the family Dick.
Mummy and Daddy, we hate you!
Well, you do have a point there, but our toxic pollutants will give them shortened lives anyway. So don't worry. Besides, I have a plan to get billions from the government by pretending that we're doing things for the environment. You just wait and see, my little chickadee. I will get to your mansion, even if it kills me.
You will be the toxic and healthy parts, no dirty, unclean, real food. 100% nature-free, just pure chemical substitutes. Make up the new breakfast cereal for supermodern families like you. Give Mother Nature the thumbs down and show her you don't care with new unhealthy pops. We want them, Mummy and Daddy.
Wish me luck at the meeting with the CEO today.
I'm leaving you if you don't give me more, Richard. Exterior. Outside the corporate office building, day. A group of people from the local community are protesting, some with placards and banners. A journalist and a photographer are with the crowd, taking statements from Tom Berg, a Scandinavian environmentalist who has organised the protests, bringing the local community together to object against the proposed destruction of green spaces and wildlife for luxury apartments. He holds a placard saying, "Note agreed for our green spaces." As Mr. Dick approaches, Tom Berg breaks away from the journalists and grabs Mr. Dick by the arm and in a Swedish accent exclaims,
Hey, sir, just a minute of your time, please. My name is Tom Berg. I organize this demonstration on behalf of the local community. And we fear we must protest against all your plans to go developing on the green belt here.
What is all this? I don't have time for this nonsense. And who sent the press?
But do you realize how much the community need their green spaces? Where else are people supposed to get some fresh air and exercise out in nature and healthy recreation for themselves and for the children?
"We want green space, we want green space, we want green space."
What is the meaning of this?
Not everyone has the luxury of a garden, you know. Also, do you understand the impact it will have on local nature and on the ecosystems? Remember, we all come from the earth. The land doesn't really belong to anyone. It belongs to everyone.
Get out of my way and get a job, you hippie. And you layabout, you snowflake foreigner.
Scene 3. Interior. A boardroom in corporate offices. Day. Camera pans around the room. Seated around a table are some businessmen and women. Mr. Dick, Mr. Nobbs, Miss Bubbles, and Boss Woman. There is a PowerPoint presentation depicting a property development which will be built on green belt land, some of which is being used as allotments, a park and a wildlife area. Protesters' distant voices chanting can be heard from somewhere outside sporadically. One of the businessmen is using a pointer to explain the property development plans, and he is saying,
As you can see, the plebs are using some of this space to grow their own food. So even more reason why we should concrete over the damn lot. Why should they get to eat healthy food that they grow themselves and then don't have to buy it in our shops? It's not fair.
A great report, Mr. Dick. Fabulous idea to build on green spaces. They're so messy.
Bravo, Mr. Dick. Although I suppose we'll have to make it look like we're being environmentally friendly as well. Perhaps by planting a couple of trees here and there in the factory grounds. Not many, just a few miles so we can say we're making up in some way by chopping down that wooded area as well.
Absolutely, old girl. Yes, a bit of the old greenwashing will help us get away with it. There'll be the odd bit of nice, neat, symmetrical landscaping as well. Main thing, we get to profit, and we will indeed. Damn green spaces, what good are they if they aren't making money? What do you think about that, Nobbs?
As long as we always have our own private land to enjoy, without the oiks wanting to walk through it. It's our God-given right to grouse shoot and whatnot in peace.
Hold your horses, everyone. Just one important detail I haven't mentioned. Because of the growing annoyance of the protesters, I've decided to head them off and shut them up by sending you away on an away day to get an urban eco business certificate. I'm afraid you're required to go on a bit of an eco retreat so we can be seen to be making an effort. Some lesbo couple runs it, I'm told. Of course, as CEO, I won't be attending, but I expect a full report back as soon as.
Master stroke, Mom. The LGBTQ+ box ticked too. Impressive. Always helps with drawing down extra funding by ticking the diversity box. The pink pound is so important. Any comments, Miss Bubbles?
Do you think there'll be anywhere to plug my hairdryer on this stupid retreat? Here is off grid, you know. And I do hope I don't get my Louis Vuittons dirty or get insects in my Louis Vuitton knickers.
Lucky insects. We will find out tomorrow. See you all in the morning at the retreat centre.
Scene 4, Woodland Day. The business people, Mr. Dick, Mr. Nobbs, Miss Bubbles, have met up in the countryside. They are walking along and Miss Bubbles can't walk in her high heels. A farmer appears and greets them.
Oh no. I've lost my sheep. Have you seen them?
Sorry, Squire. No. In fact, we're lost too. We're trying to find the Moon Nebula something or other retreat place. Are we on the right track?
Oh, those pair of hippie weirdos. Always trying to stop me put round upon me crops. Bleeding organic stinks. You can't go wrong with nice clean chemicals. They tried to say that Charlie's got 3 heads due to the wife spraying the fields with Roundup while she was pregnant. Not wrong with spraying.
Quite.
Wife spraying the fields with Roundup while she was pregnant. Not wrong with spraying.
Now, which way, please?
Well, just go along this path until you see 2 weird women doing bloody weird things.
Picturesque scene of a wooded area. 2 women, Moon and Nebula, are seen drumming, chanting and dancing from over the hedge by the business people who are approaching the gate.
Greetings, I'm Moon, and this is my partner and inspiration, Nebula. Welcome. Let's begin by sitting in the energy of a circle. Welcome, you new members. And you are?
I'm Mr. Dickhead of the team.
And I'm Mr. Nobbs, and this is Miss Bubbles.
Just call me Bubbles. Everybody does.
We welcome you, and may the spirits bless you this day. Let's commence with a meditation, a vision quest to seek out the spirit beings, to guide you on a quest to find an ecological and spiritual and transformational journey.
Yes, we welcome you, brothers and sisters. You can feel safe to release in our sacred space. You may be transformed by a profound spiritual experience this day when we close our eyes and summon the spirits forth.
We invite you to drink the sacred tea.
Probably PG Tips, the silly day. Ew, very bitter. We better drink it though in case we offend them.
Just think of our funding and the bonuses.
I will lead the chanting. I respond, an answer and a respond. Awaken spirit guides, awaken ancestors. You have to repeat.
Awaken spirit guides. Awaken ancestors.
Awaken
ancestors.
All gathered, awaken spirits, awaken ancestors.
All gathered, awaken spirits, awaken ancestors.
All gathered, awaken. All gathered, we welcome you. Awaken spirits, awaken ancestors. Awake, awaken, awaken.
We summon the creatures from the earth with messages to stop the environmental catastrophe.
I feel rather queer. What was in that tea?
When suddenly, as the camera enters through his eyes and penetrates his mind, a strange vortex forms and 2 females step out.
We are the weird twins from the 4th dimension. We see the greater reality. We have come to show you that you too could be a child of nature and have the powers of the shaman. Money and wealth is not power. It is desire that can never be truly fulfilled. A destructive urge rather than a creative force. Look and see. Let us show you the most horrible scenes of devastation, of plastic in the oceans, dead animals and withered crops, of zombies, poisonous gases, of farmers injecting cattle, and of contaminated water, and money being useless in such a dead world. Eventually leaves only the rich and no one to profit anymore.
In an accelerating montage vision, people are seen putting Roundup Ready on the crops, and then eating the food, and then looking sick as they do so, and then withering, mutating, and dying. The scene plays out in Mr. Dick's mind like a thought bubble, and the other business people can see it as well, and they look on in wonder, mouths agape, while strange creatures appear in the psychedelic state.
This is our world and you have ruined it.
You have lost touch with your own nature and it's killing all of us.
Look after the earth and respect her. Fairy folk and humans must come together to save the earth. We must convince the population to take care of their rubbish and waste, to recycle and think about their carbon footprints.
I am the son of the nature, the daughter of the rivers, the spirit of your ancestors. I came to make you a call.
Wake up.
Earth is in pain.
Wake up. Wake
Earth is ill.
Wake up.
Be part of the medicine
Wake up.
and not the sickness.
Wake up. 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 Wake up.
Now you must
all
shed the skins and purge.
You must die to be born again.
Business people start to undergo a transformation, and as they do, they deform into a Schwankmeyer-esque animation. They then vomit out a black gunk, and they are disheveled and disorientated, although they also look happier and less psychopathic. Mr. Knob.
May I ask a question? When you're delivering the Eco Business Strategies Level 5 certification course?
I thought you were here for our mind-bending spirit transformation detox.
Oh my goodness, that's tomorrow's group moon. You've messed up the bookings again. You're not being in charge of scheduling until you cut back on that sacred herb like you promised.
Oh, but Mercury is in retrograde, my love.
Hey man, we're leaving this fucked up polluting company to set up a community CIC. We've brought up the space you wanted for luxury houses, and we're making it into a haven for wildlife and flourishing plant life. And we'll bring much needed fresh air to the area. And we will even be growing our own fruit and veg for the community.
Yeah, the best thing is, this is only the start of how we build a better world and be proud to call ourselves human beings, living in a fairer, greener world in love and peace, man. Yeah. Miss Bubbles, how about some free love?
Yes, I'm suddenly filled with the spirit of Eros. May the goddess be with you, sister. You should try Moon and Nebula's tea. It's great. It gave me the runs, but it was worth it. Peace, man.
You're all fired.
Back in the Dick family kitchen. And another thing, if you think I will tolerate those stupid clothes you're wearing, you can think again. What will the neighbours think?
Ma chérie, you will feel so much better after drinking Moon and Nebula's cosmic tea.
Let the human community protect the environment for their own survival and the biodiversity around. Go now. Let the world around you reflect your inner change. Yeah! Yeah, oh my God, there's so many Oscar-winning performances there.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.